What it do, guys? Manjoume here, and today we're entering the Cosmic Power story arc for the Versus System two-player card game. In our last episode, we checked out Fractured Family, so today we're checking out Volume 5, Issue 8, Frightful Foes. Yeah, there it is. It was right underneath this. I wonder if that's always been the case. Also, if so, that's terrible placement. It worked this time, but may not next. Looking at the front of the box, we see space with more of a purple motif, whereas in Fractured Family, it was more green. In the foreground, we see, I think, God Emperor Doom, Frightful Foes. Looking at the side, it's a continuation of front. Looking at the top, we see a red planet, which I think might be a continuation of this one right here. We see the color scheme being green, red, blue, with the same sort of font and was it alliteration when it's FFFFFF? On the back, contents 55 cards and a rule sheet. This second installment of the Cosmic Power story arc chronicles the incredible return of the Frightful Foes who escape justice with the intent of ultimately defeating the Fantastic Four. Recruit them to your team and master the synergy of their powers to become more formidable than the world is ready to handle. Recruit them to your team and master the synergy of their powers to become more formidable than the world is ready to handle. Let's see how they work together. Apparently they do. I want to see more Mole Man. Rule sheet. First up, we're taking a look at level 3 Galactus. 7 health, flight range, 8/8 stat line. I have need of a new Herald. Galactus starts the game at level 3, but is passive until a face-up Herald of Galactus is on your side. He can't attack or strike. I am the absence of opposites. This game, enemy main characters can't level up to 3 or higher, and enemy supporting characters at a cost of 8 or higher cannot appear. God Emperor Doom, so I was right. 5 health, flight range, 2/5 stat line, aka Doom. Prepare for the incursion. Build yellow or green, draw a card. Construct Battle World, level up 4 times. At the end of each player's turn, you may reveal any number of cards named Beyonder, Molecule Man, or Earth in your hand. Doom gains that many XP. When Doom levels up, reveal the top card of his Battle World pile and the game enters that domain. His level 2, he now has a 5/5 stat line. Ruler of Battle World. For the rest of the game, use the Battle World game mode. When a defending main character gets wounded, the game leaves the current domain and enters the next one. A Patchwork Planet, level up 3 times. When the game enters a new Battle World domain, Doom gains 1 XP. This power cannot be turned off. His level 3 now has 7 health and an 8/8 stat line. The world is mine. Reaction yellow or earth. When the game would enter a new domain, it stays in the current domain instead. This power cannot be turned off. God of Battle World. Reaction green or earth. When a turn ends, you may have the current domain lose its powers until the end of the next turn. We have a new King. 3 health, flight range, 2/6 stat line. Prime King. You start the game with a King collective pile. Swarm. And return to the time stream. When King gets KO'd, you may put him into your resource row face down. Immortus, 3 health, 1/4 stat line, aka King, Swarm, King Collective. This game starts the game in your King Collective pile. Ruler of Limbo, at the start of your turn, look at a number of cards from the top of your deck equal to the number of resources on your side. Put 1 into your hand and shuffle the rest back into your deck. Iron Lad, 3 cost, flight range, 5/0 stat line. I wonder how that 0 works out. AKA King, Swarm, King Collective, and Neurokinetic Armor. Iron Lad has +1 defense for each resource on your side. This power can't be turned off. Okay, but if an effect were to turn off or negate any additions or subtractions and make them equal to their printed, he would automatically just get stunned. Rama-tut, 3 cost, range 0/5 stat line, aka King, Swarm, King Collective, Ultra Diode Ray. Rama-tut has +1 attack for each resource on your side. This power cannot be turned off. It does say that the powers can't be turned off, but could an effect say that their attack or defense become their printed? Would that be considered turning it off? Or is that just like overruling it? Or I wonder how that worked. Next up, we have Scarlet Centurion, 3 health, range 6/3 stat line, aka King, Swarm, King Collective. Your future is doomed. At the start of your turn, each enemy player puts a number of cards from the top of their deck into their KO pile equal to the number of resources on your side. Oh, no. The Maker, 6 health, 2/5 stat line. Anything is possible. You start the game with an invention pile that may include Frightful Foes, inventions, and any others that characters in your deck can create. Isn't that usually the case, though? At the start of the game, you shuffle those inventions into your deck. Oh, okay. This game, you can play inventions ignoring team restrictions. Also very good. I'm going to solve everything. If a character on your side would create an invention, instead reveal the top 5 cards of your deck, put an invention from among those into your hand and the rest at the bottom of your deck. I'm Reed Richards. Level up 4 times. When you play an invention, the maker gains 1 XP. He's level 2, now has a 5/9 stat line. I'm going to solve everything. If a character on your side would create an invention, instead reveal the top 5 cards of your deck, put an invention from among them into your hand and the rest at the bottom of the deck. The ultimate Reed Richards. When you play an invention, draw a card. That's really good because it replaces itself. Molecule Man. 6 health, range, 2/4 stat line, energy source. The first time each supporting character on your side would pay 1 or more blue each turn, it pays 1 less blue. Power Conduit. Level up 6 times when another character on your side pays the 1 less blue from energy source. Molecule Man gains 1 XP. He is level 2, now has a 4/9 stat line, and has Animate Building. Build blue, animate your deck. Reconstitute matter. Build blue, shuffle your KO pile into your deck. Cynthia Von Doom. 1 cost, 1 health, 1/3 stat line, 1 of a kind, Mother of Doom. Start of your main phase, put a 1/1 counter on a character named Dr. Doom on your side. She Thing. 2 cost, 2 health, 4/4 stat line, temporary insanity. When She Thing gets stunned, if she's Frightful Foes, recover her. For the rest of the game, she loses Frightful Foes and gains Fantastic Four, but does not switch sides. Quiet Man. 2 costs, 1 health, 1/4 stat line, creator of Eden. When Quiet Man appears, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. You may reveal a special location from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest at the bottom in any order. Really good search card. Paste Pot Pete. 3 costs, 1 health, range, 1/6 stat line, aka Trapster. Sticky situation. When Paste Pot Pete strikes an exhausted defender, it can't ready on its next turn. Funny enough, we have Valeria Richards. 4 costs, 1 health, 2/4 stat line. Frightfully Smart. When Valeria appears, draw a card and choose an enemy player to discard a random card. So you gain 1, they lose 1. The Brute. 5 costs, 2 health, 0/0 stat line. Brutish Intelligence. The Brute has +1/1 for each card in your hand. This power can't be turned off. Alright, so the next one is Dr. Doom. Guardians of the Galaxy. 7 costs, 2 health, flight range, 10/5 stat line. Doom of the Galaxy. When Dr. Doom appears, you may search your deck for a space location, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Mind Transfer. When Dr. Doom appears, you may move him next to an enemy supporting character. If you do, move that character to your side and ready it. Frightful. You need 4 of the Frightful characters on your side in order to use this. During their player's turn combat, put 4 -1/1 counters on an enemy character in the combat. So kind of the opposite of Fantastic. Here we go. Next we have a Big Bang Cannon, a Frightful equipment machine invention. Hidden Defenses. When a character on your side is defending, anytime you could take an action in the combat, you may put this from your hand into that character's row. Singularity Disruptor. Enemy characters have -1/1 while they're attacking a character in this row. Then it itself has 0 costs, 3 of them because invention 3. Next up we have Afterlife Teleporter, which is Fantastic Four and the Frightful. 3 cost, equipment machine, invention 1. Bring back to life. During your build phase, you may exhaust a ready main character on your side. If you do, put a Fantastic Four or the Frightful supporting character from your KO pile into your hand. And since he uses them, we have Doomstat, the Battleworld domain, capital domain of Battleworld. Characters named Dr. Doom have +5/5. Literally just helps him. Ooh, a boss battle for Dr. Doom. Blue, now die. Wounded enemy main character with the most remaining health. You settle ties. Yellow, my vast shall be done. Dr. Doom creates an invention. Green, the world is mine to rule. Turn an enemy location on each side face down. Turn one of your face down locations face up. Red, grovel at my feet. Move all enemy characters to their front row and exhaust them. Earth, I found being a god beneath me. Choose an enemy player, then draw cards until you have as many cards in your hand as they do +1. Boss, Wild, put 3 1/1 counters on Doom or a Doom bot. Oh, okay. So I guess we have one for him too. We have a boss battle card for Galactus. Blue, Cosmic Appetite. Search your deck for a basic location, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Yellow, no living thing ignores my call. Draw a card, then another for each Herald of Galactus on your side. Green, Ravage Worlds. Each enemy player discards a location. For each player who doesn't have one in their hand, reveals their hand and discards a random card. Red, I Hunger. Put 1/1 counters on Galactus equal to the number of locations in all KO piles. Space, your planet is forfeit. KO an enemy location. Boss, Wild. Wound an enemy supporting character until it has 1 remaining health. That could actually be useless. We have the boss battle for King. Blue, lost in time, you may put an enemy supporting character on any number of sides into its owner's resource row. Yellow, the conqueror, you may put a card from your hand face down into your resource row. If it's a location, place it face up instead. This could trigger one of these abilities again. Green, all of history is my weapon. Put 1/1 counters on a main character on your side equal to the number of resources you have. Red, time will tell. Draw cards until you have as many cards in your hand as resources on your side. Boss wild. So I'm guessing whatever wild location matches your boss. Because before it would say Sokovia or the Vault. Well, they don't know if in the future they make a new location that would work for Loki. So they would have to include if they made like Asgard. Asgard was a wild location for the Asgardians if that were a new set created. Now the boss battle thing wouldn't work with it, but if you just said boss at character, king, wild location for whatever he is. So if he had a different special wild location. One of the effects above or once per game, take another turn after this one. Then we have basic space locations, which I think is the Fantastic Four in like astronaut suits or space helmets. For those, last up we have an errated card in Machine. 1 cost, equipment, machine, invention 1, make things right. When this machine appears, choose 1 for it to gain. You pay 1 less to recruit supporting characters to a minimum of 1, or supporting characters on your side have plus 2/2. I do have the original on hand, and its only difference is that it did not include the clause of to a minimum of 1. So if you could reduce the cost of a supporting character, say it was a 1, by 1, it would become 0 or free. This one says it would always be 1 at the least. So you could never make anything absolutely free. Whereas this one you could. And for purposes of playing out our games, I will be using the errated versions of cards rather than their original non-errated versions. Cosmic Power Arc. Last issue featured the Fantastic Four temporarily split during the superhero civil war. This issue visits some frightful foes in new forms, and the third issue features a Future Foundation, a group created by Reed Richards to solve scientific challenges. God Emperor Doom. Construct Battleworld puts the game into the full Battleworld game mode introduced in Crossover Volume 3. If God Emperor Doom is your main character, you'll bring and shuffle your own Battleworld pile before the game. This pile is variable. You pick 12 different Battleworld domains to include. It is private. Your opponent doesn't get to know what's in it. If you're already using Battleworld domain mode, that player will need a shared Battleworld pile like usual. However, when God Emperor Doom levels up, his own personal Battleworld pile will replace the shared one. If more than one player is God Emperor Doom, you'll each have your own Battleworld pile. Once one Doom levels up, that Doom's pile will be used for now. Once a second Doom levels up, the game will leave the current domain and enter the domain of the top card of the second Doom's Battleworld pile, and so on if there's a third and fourth, etc. God Emperor Doom. Once there's 2 or more God Emperor Dooms with active Battleworld piles, whenever a defending main character gets wounded, the current domain will go to the discard pile and the game will enter the domain of the next active Battleworld pile, going clockwise. If you use This World Is Mine to stay in the current domain, it happens before you get to see the next domain card. Note, 2 other cards, the Grand Master, main character, and the Beyonder, each have their own separate Battleworld piles and can have the game enter one of their domains. When this happens, any other domain in play will go to its discard pile like normal. Then once a defending main character gets wounded, the game will enter the domain of the next active Doom Battleworld pile as described above. That one hard to pronounce one. A domain found in Crossover Volume 4 issue causes the game to enter 2 domains at once. This will cause a patchwork planet to give Doom 2 XP, and God of Battleworld will turn off powers of both. King. Your King collective pile is fixed. It always includes Rama-tut, Scarlet Centurion, Immortus, and Ironlad. It is public. Each other player can look at it, and here's how it works. During your build phase, while you have exactly 3 resources, 6 resources, 9 resources, and 12 resources, you may put a random card from your King collective onto your side. You may only do this once per game at those resource amounts, so at 3, 6, 9, 12. So if you don't even get to 12, you won't get to see all of them. For example, when you reach 3 resources, you can put 1 random King collective character onto your side. Then you can do it again at 6 resources, again at 9, and finally at 12. The cards in your King collective are main characters. Your opponent needs to KO all main characters on your side for you to be defeated. However, they don't need to KO any that are still in your King collective pile, because they never came out. For example, let's say it's turn 8 and you have King, Immortus, Ironlad on your side. Rama-tut and Scarlet Centurion are still in your King collective pile. If King, Immortus, and Ironlad all get KO'd, you are defeated. The Maker. If you're playing as the Maker, you'll bring a normal invention pile. It can include the Frightful inventions, even if no characters in your deck can create them. Then on the first turn of the game, anything is possible will shuffle the inventions in your pile into your deck. Anything is possible also allows you to play an invention with a team affiliation, even if you don't have a face-up character with that team affiliation. This effect starts with this game, which means it lasts the whole game even if the maker is face down or has lost power somehow. Note, if somehow you have cards in your invention pile that don't say invention on them, such as if the maker's supporting character is in your deck, those cards will not be shuffled into your deck with anything as possible. Molecule Man. To animate your deck, do the following. Put your deck into your front or back row. It counts as appearing. It is now a supporting character named Animated Building with attack and defense equal to the number of cards in it and 1 health. It is massive. It attacks entire rows instead of characters and strikes with its full attack against each defender in the row. Defenders will strike it with their total attack. It is monstrous. When defending against a melee team attack, it strikes with its full attack against each attacker. Like a normal supporting character, it can be ready or exhausted, can be stunned, hidden, have counters, gain and lose powers. When it gets stunned or hidden, turn it over. Everyone will see your bottom card. If you need to draw cards while your deck is turned over, you still draw from the top, which is the card touching the table. Okay, the top is the top even if it's upside down. If your deck gets KO'd, put all of the cards into your KO pile. If an effect would cause it to leave play or be put into your resource row, KO it instead. So it doesn't like put 20 cards into your resource row. While it's animated, it still counts as your deck, even if somehow it gets moved to another player's side. For example, you'll still draw cards from it and reconstitute matter will shuffle your KO pile into it. If your deck has no cards, it ceases to exist and will no longer be animated even if it had some +1/+1 counters. However, you can use reconstitute matter to make a new deck, then you could animate that deck. If your deck is already animated using animate building, again, won't do anything. Galactus. I am the absence of opposites. Prevents enemy main characters from reaching level 3 or higher and prevents enemy supporting characters with cost 8 or higher from appearing. This is a this game effect, which means it lasts the whole game even if Galactus is face down or lost his power somehow. Frightful. This plot twist has 4 team symbols, which means you must have 4 face-up Frightful characters on your side to play it. Afterlife Transporter. This equipment has the Fantastic Four and Frightful team symbol separated by a slash. This means you may have either a face-up Fantastic Four or a face-up Frightful character to play it. Updated card. Machine was one of the original inventions in the Fantastic Battles issue. Over time, it has proven to be too powerful, so that version will be banned and replaced with the version found in this issue. Boss Battles. This issue adds 3 new boss battles to the game, Dr. Doom, Galactus, and Kang, where one boss player fights a team of 2 other players. Setup. One player chooses a boss battle card and a main character with that name. For example, if you choose Dr. Doom, you can play as Dr. Doom from the Fantastic Battles or God Emperor Doom from this issue. The other 2 players choose any main characters other than the one with the same name as the boss. Everyone builds their deck as normal. Rules. Boss battles use the free-for-all game rules with the following changes. The boss goes first, then play proceeds clockwise. No players skip drawing cards on their first draw phase. When a basic location appears on a boss's side, they get the related effect from its power symbol as instructed on their boss battle card. When a wild location that shares a team with the boss appears on their side, they get the related effect. Note, this is an update to the previous boss battle rules. The boss only wins by KOing the 2 other players' main characters. The other 2 players win by KOing the boss. Note, if you're using the Dr. Doom boss battle, you'll need an invention pile. Even if his main character doesn't already create inventions, build this invention pile normally, plus it may include any inventions that share a team with Dr. Doom. Earth and space. These basic locations are less commonly available to find, so we included space in this issue and Earth in the previous issue. And then a checklist as well as credits. No images on this one. Very dense with the writing. Well guys, that's it for the Versus System 2-player card game Cosmic Power Arc Volume 5, Issue 8, Frightful Foes. Who was your favorite Frightful Foe? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to stay up to date on my videos and live streams about the YouTube and Twitch, check out links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe, and consider joining. That's all for now guys. Manjoume out.